She's cold. Just snail alone would be a bit little. It's different, right?
Tính ra đi ăn hả các kiểu bạn.
Back to pandemic time. Now. It's like a very big road. Since it's time.